At 17, he dropped out of school and told his mom, "I'm going to retire you." A bold claim from a teenager with no degree, no connections, and no backup plan. But what's shocking is that he actually did it. By 21, he was making more than most CEOs. By 24, he built one of the biggest education brands on the internet. And today, at just 25, his net worth is estimated between 30 to 50 million dollars. But that's just the surface. Because Iman Gadzhi didn't get here by going viral. He built something most people never even think about, a system so precise it gave him what everyone secretly wants: freedom. The kind that doesn't come from views, but from influence and ownership. So maybe the real question was never how he did it, it's whether you could if you had to. But to understand that, you have to see where he started and how far he had to climb. Iman was born in Dagestan, Russia, a place where opportunity was scarce. He was raised mostly by his mother, who later moved him to London in search of a better life. But even there, the struggle continued. Money was tight, pressure was constant, and the environment at home was anything but supportive. Iman has described that period as one of isolation and control, a time that shaped his obsession with freedom. And somewhere in that tension, he made a decision most kids never have to make. "I'm going to fix this. I'm going to get us out." At just 15, while most kids were just scrolling through Instagram, Iman's obsession with freedom pushed him into hustle by flipping Instagram theme pages. He would buy small accounts, grow them with viral content, then sell them off for a few £100s at a time. It wasn't glamorous, but it was his first taste of independence, his first proof that he could make money without asking anyone's permission. But then came a shift. He started reaching out to local businesses, gyms, barbers, yoga studios, offering to run their social media accounts. At first, it meant posting content and replying to DMs. But it didn't take long to realize none of that actually matters if it doesn't make the business money. So he adapted. He stopped posting for likes and started learning how to make real money for businesses. So he taught himself Facebook ads, learned how to build landing pages, and how to write offers that made people buy. And once he learned those tools, he turned them into something real. IAG Media, his first agency, built to help small businesses get more paying customers through online marketing. The model was simple. They would pay him a monthly fee, usually between $1 to $5,000, and he would handle everything: running the ads, writing the words to make people click, choosing who to target, and building the pages that turned views into sales. He wasn't selling likes or chasing vanity metrics. He was focused on what actually mattered to business owners: more customers, more revenue, clear ROI. And for a teenager with no formal training, it actually worked. He signed gyms, coaches, e-com brands, anyone willing to take a chance on a teenage kid who could deliver. Because behind the cold emails and sales calls wasn't some influencer chasing clout. It was a kid chasing rent, freedom, and proof that he could carry the weight on his own. By 17, Iman wasn't just surviving anymore, he was thriving. His agency was pulling in over few thousand a month. He had clients, he had freedom, and he had leverage. But during that time, he made a choice most people wouldn't dare. He dropped out of school. He had no diploma, no backup plan, just a strong belief in himself and results to prove it. But something unexpected started happening. People kept messaging him, not to hire him, but to learn from him. "How are you getting clients? What do I say in the pitch? How did you even start?" At first, he answered casually, sharing tips, posting breakdowns, recording the occasional video. But the demand kept growing. People didn't just want advice, they wanted the whole system. And as more people kept asking how he did it, he realized something most people don't. Teaching a skill people need is often more scalable than selling the service itself. So instead of just answering DMs or coaching on the side, he turned his entire playbook into a digital product. A complete breakdown on how he went from zero to signing real clients and how others could do it as well. In short, he made a course, and that course became the foundation of Grow Your Agency. At first, it was just one offer, but soon it evolved into an entire learning ecosystem with beginner programs, high ticket mentorships, private communities, even backend tools to help students scale. And the best part was that every student who got results became proof it worked, and every proof point became fuel for the brand. So while others were stuck chasing new clients each month, Iman had built a machine. His content brought in leads, his funnels closed the deals, and his students became the face of the mission. He wasn't just an agency owner anymore, he was now building other agency owners. After Grow Your Agency took off, most people assumed that was it. Just one lucky course with one viral moment. They believed that he would fade out like every other guru. But Iman didn't fade, he shifted. Because while others flexed the money, he used it to build a machine. And that machine didn't happen all at once. It happened in three clear phases. The first phase is credibility. You see, his agency, IAG Media, was never shut down. It still runs today, quietly with a small roster of high ticket clients. But Iman doesn't use it to scale anymore. He uses it as proof that he didn't just teach the agency model, he built one himself. Phase 2 is education. With Grow Your Agency as the foundation, he expanded the model. He launched Educate.io, a broader skill platform that teaches real world skills like sales, copywriting, and outreach. The kind of knowledge schools never covered. And in 2024, Iman made one of his boldest moves yet. He acquired Consulting.com, a business education company originally built by Sam Ovens. It was once a massive brand in the online consulting space, generating tens of millions in revenue. Iman's acquisition wasn't just symbolic, it was strategic. By owning the domain, the courses, and the legacy of the original brand, he positioned himself to dominate the future of business education. The third phase is infrastructure. After teaching thousands of students how to launch their own agencies, Iman noticed something. Most of them didn't struggle with getting clients. They struggled with managing them. So he created a solution, Flozy, previously known as Agency Flow. It's a client management platform designed specifically for agency owners. Invoices, client onboarding, team communication, project tracking, all in one clean dashboard. So instead of just teaching people how to build an agency, he now sells them the software to run it. That's what made Phase 3 different. It wasn't just about education anymore, it was about infrastructure, giving his audience the backend systems to operate like professionals. And while that was happening, he also stepped into a new role, strategic investor. He bought into tools he believed in, like Whop, a fast growing marketplace for digital products where creators sell templates, courses, and subscriptions. Iman didn't just promote it, he took equity. Same with Skool, a hybrid platform for online education and private communities. And on top of it all, he built a YouTube channel that now brings in millions of views, drives traffic to his brands, and acts as a constant top of funnel for everything he does. You must understand by now that none of this happened by accident. Every brand supports the other. Every company feeds into the next. Iman didn't build a following, he built an ecosystem. Now, with the setup that runs itself and digital empires across education, software, and investing, you would think the story ends there. But that's where the noise begins. Because once you reach this level, the internet starts watching differently. Some people question his lifestyle, others doubt the numbers. Many still say he just sells courses. And honestly, that's the price of building in public. But here's the part most people miss. The course was built off the back of an agency he ran himself. The brand was fueled by students who got real results, and the system still works today, with or without him. You don't have to like him, but if you're being honest, what he built actually works. So that's how Iman Gadzhi went from being a broke teenager to building an online empire. Not through luck or hype, but through leverage and proof. But if you thought this was impressive, wait until you meet the guy who went from sleeping on gym floors to building a $200 million empire. You can watch his video right here.